when I did that Land's End to John O'Groats and back, that was 1,720 miles, 1,720, and that's about as long as I'd ever want to ride. It was a long time of my life to give up.
Good morning, folks. It is day 18. We're leaving a little bit later today. It's 8 o'clock, but this is the view on where we have stayed. I mean, quite frankly, who wants to see me with my helmet on, getting ready to go, when you can look at this? It is absolutely stunning. We're really fortunate enough to be given this place to stay for the night. Just absolutely beautiful. So it's a full-on day. We're heading into St David's, going back exactly the way I came, which is a little frustrating, but St David's is on the edge of Wales, and yeah, it's set to rain all week, which is going to prove challenging, no doubt, but I am hoping to get a little bit ahead of the game. And I hope you've enjoyed the view, folks, and we'll see what we can see. How are we doing? What day are we on? What day? What day are we on? What's the date today?
So we are day 18 today.
Day 18. Morning, folks, we're day 18. Have stayed at the beautiful and amazing Plough Inn today in Llandielio. I'll spell it below. It'll be there or there. Anyway, amazing hospitality by Andrew and Sarah here. An amazing food. We're really lucky to stay here. Managed to get 60 odd miles done yesterday and it was pretty okay. It wasn't horrendous, and I'm about to go on and do 78 miles. It's going to be the biggest day yet. I'm starting really late in the day because I wanted to avoid just a rain cloud that came. I think it's going to rain a lot today. We'll see how that turns out.
It's very challenging. I think the people don't realize the challenge of the long rides is just keeping going. You're not timing yourself. You're not trying to go as fast as you possibly can. It's more about just keeping on going and staying engaged. I think I would find it very difficult to ride every day for a month. I've never ever done that in my life.
I wish I could take this. Oh, it wasn't that.
It was that one, I think.
I thought it was. I thought they'd written on it.
Yeah, they had. Is it all like... No.
No.
Must be another one then.
Oh, well, maybe it has.
Oh.
It's going to be a bit damp when I get there, but we're going for it.
We're going for it.
Right. I feel like I'm missing something quite important.
Phones. You got phones?
Yeah. You've got everything. Right.
Yeah, I got everything.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my lovely. You're welcome. 1,000 mile day, 1,000 mile day, 1,000 mile day. You have to take a picture on your phone or on your watch, or picture of your phone, picture of a watch on your phone when you get to 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Oh man, you need a 1,000 mile sign or something, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You've brought so much light.
Oh, I'm
Really,
so
you
pleased.
have,
Yay.
and you've brought so much patience.
And I'm not known for my patience.
Well, you really have. You really have.
Oh, I
Well,
have.
you've hidden it so well, if not, really.
Oh,
And
thank you.
you've just been a real rock. And
good.
yeah, everybody's bought different things, and so I'm not saying the same thing to everyone. But you just have. You've brought so much light, and
I'm
thank
glad
you.
I've made you happy.
You really have. Yes.
That's my mission complete.
Snack pot.
Snack pot, snack pot.
People have got to live up to it now. All right, darling. Well, obviously you're gonna. I hope that sorts itself out with everything as well.
Yay.
Is my bum flashing?
Your bum is flashing.
Good.
So, 1,000 mile day today.
1,000 miles.
1,000.
It is tough because because your life has come to a standstill. But in some ways, there's a purity to it, because just focusing on one thing and getting it done there's a beauty in that as well. And I think that these kinds of journeys will leave long memories in a person's life, long, pleasant, lasting memories. And you'll always think back to it. But while you're doing it, there are going to be so many problems, and they're usually not about riding. Riding is the simplicity. When you ride, you're trying not to fall, you're trying not to hit potholes, and you're trying not to get hit by cars. It's actually not that difficult. It gets a bit hard because the weather can be against you, the hills can be against you, but that doesn't, that goes away. It comes and goes. But what's hard is dealing with people. And I found that, when I've done very long rides, it really does show people up. You see what a person's true character is like. There's a lot of people that can't hack it. They can't get on with people once the hardship builds up and the lack of a normal life and all of that. Whereas others really thrive in it and engage and try to make something of it. So you can try and make the most of every kind of encounter you have. And I think that's what Nahala needs to be thinking about is, how can you're going to meet some people who are going to really ruin your day, but the ones that don't, how do you make the most of those interactions? I think that's what should keep you going, is, making the most of it. I remember when we were doing Land's End to John O'Groats and back, there was this one time we stopped at an Airbnb, but it was this nice elderly couple's house, and they insisted on cooking for us, and I was with my friend Alan and his wife, and we were in this house. It was just an Airbnb, but they made us a lovely meal, and we were just eating, and Alan was having a beer, and it was almost like we were on holiday, but just for like 2 hours, and then after that, everything's back to, you're back into what you're doing. But, having a shower and becoming a normal person, I think is really important. So you should always try to get into have a little bit of time to just be a normal person when you're not riding. I think that's how a person gets through these things, but the duration of time is tough. And to do anything for days and days and days can be tough, but you've got to take in the scenery, and that's what I always do. Whenever it's hard, whenever I'm struggling, I just think, look around. It doesn't matter where you're riding. You look around, and it's always nice. No matter what's going on, you think, wow, that's a nice setting. That's a nice countryside. Oh, that's a lovely house. And you think about these things, and that's what I do. And I think that's how you get through it. You draw value out of it at the times when you're low, and also the low times will always go. So no matter how bad you're feeling, you know that in 3 hours time you're going to feel better. You can't feel bad forever unless something's really wrong with you. So most of the time you're going to be okay again. So it's just about getting through the low points and really embracing the high points. But it will be difficult. It'll be very difficult to ride for 1 month. It's not something I don't think it's something I would ever do, because I'd never be able to be away from my family for that long. 2 weeks is even too long for me. So I think I admire when people go out on these kinds of journeys, and but it's not for me. It takes kind of mental and physical endurance, to